before I got on the air, I looked and saw that a number of theme parks in Florida are closing down as this storm approaches. What are we anticipating in terms of the business effect this storm could have?
Right now, the estimates range from about $25 billion to $37 billion worth of damage, depending on how the storm tracks. And that's a really important point here, is because the storm is going to go right up the coast of Florida like a buzzsaw. The question is whether it stays a little offshore, whether it comes onshore, and that's going to mean billions of dollars worth of damage either way.
So damage to structures and so forth, but what other kinds of fallout in terms of damage? I mean, airlines are going to have to cancel flights, right? People are going to be evacuated and are evacuating.
Right. So you've already evacuated, there's evacuation orders out to about 2 million people from South Carolina into Florida. Airlines have already canceled 3,000 flights both today and tomorrow. Most of those flights, of course, out of the Florida airports, but a lot of flights, around the country get tied up with the equipment. As you guys mentioned, the theme parks have all closed. Cruise lines have diverted about 19 ships. So yeah, there's an impact all the way across the board.
We'll get the next complete advisory from the National Hurricane Center, I believe, at 5 o'clock this evening,
Correct.
Eastern Time. I was looking at the one from 11 a.m., and the Hurricane Center, not mincing words here, calling this storm extremely dangerous. What are they expecting in terms of forecasting where it might go? We see it approaching Florida. Any sense of what's going to happen next?
Well, you see, the storm's going to come into the coast of Florida sometime overnight, probably very early tomorrow morning. And the question is, does it actually touch the coast or not? And this is the $64,000 question, or $64 billion question. The area where the hurricane force winds is about 60 miles from the center. So a little bit offshore and it misses, a little bit closer to shore, and the numbers are just going to go up astronomically. So, once we get past $24 billion, we've cracked the top 10 of the most expensive storms in record in the United States.
Yeah, and insurers are definitely down today as a result.
Yeah.
Heritage and many of the other insurers that insure structures in Florida. Bring us back to the last major storm that hit Florida and what it cost the state.
The last major storm was Wilma in 10 years ago, exactly, or 11 years ago, excuse me. It was October 2005. And that was the year when there were a record 28 storms in the Atlantic Ocean. And also, what everybody remembers most is Katrina, which, was in the hundreds of billions of dollars. Matthew is not going to get to that level, obviously, because it's just not the same kind of storm, and it's not coming in at the same angle that some of these other past storms, such as Andrew, did. This is more of a glancing blow as opposed to a stab to the heart.
Brian, real quick here, Tropical Storm Nicole also in the Atlantic. What kind of role could that play here? Is there any sense that they could maybe interact with each other over these next few days?
Not really. Nicole actually was upgraded to a hurricane just a few minutes before I came on air here. Usually what will happen in a case like this is the larger storm will actually eat the smaller storm, but they're far enough apart right now that nothing's going to happen. Nicole's going to spin around in circles south of Bermuda and won't be a threat to anyone.